fantasy island. Move away from statements like, I wish it were. It ought to be like this. Or he or she should. Oh, there's some hard realities that you need to accept today. Stop speculating about what made the person who did you wrong do it. It's all right to talk about your pain, but don't become obsessed with your pain. Stop saying things like, I just can't believe that so-and-so would do that. They did it. Now deal with it and move on. Can I get a witness yet? I just can't believe that they shouldn't have did it. No, they shouldn't have did it, but they did it. They shouldn't be like that. They shouldn't be like that, but they are. Some folk are just mean. Quit making excuses for them. They're just mean. They're evil. They do bad stuff. And you ain't gonna change. You ain't gonna pray long enough or hard enough to change them. Let me hurry on. My time is about out. Yeah, I told y'all I was. Let me get to that second topic that we discussed. That second topic was, don't be ashamed to hurt. Now, I don't know who I may be talking to today, but I have a strong suspicion that I'm walking down somebody's street. Maybe I'm parked in front of your house. I might even be sitting in your living room. Listen. Sometimes we are unable to forgive. And consequently, we are unable to get over our personal hurt because of the embarrassment brought on by the painful situation that we've experienced. Some painful questions and attitudes are, what are people going to say? What will the people think? I'm going to look like a fool. I'm going to look like a failure. You see, my brothers and my sisters, all of these are just roadblocks to forgiveness and healing. When you become obsessed with what somebody else thinks about you, you can't deal with your own problem. The inability to forgive very often is tied to the tendency to hold on to and refuse to let go of unnecessary shame and embarrassment. Shame encourages phoniness. Shame tells you that you can't be honest with other people about your pain. Consequently, you tell folk that everything is all right when you're actually torn up on the inside. Shame will keep you from being honest with yourself. When you hold on to your shame, it slows down your grieving process. When you grieve too long, you hurt too long. When you hurt too long, you hold on to unforgiveness. And when you hold on to unforgiveness, you're only crippling your own life. It's all right. It's all right to be honest about the hurt that you feel. Get beyond the shame. Move embarrassment out of the way. Maybe you made some mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Yet be willing to grow. Don't let anybody put you down because of your past. You can't undo it, but you can move beyond it. Listen to me today. Your life can progress and move beyond your present disappointments and grief. Behind every dark cloud, there is a silver lining. Even though it may be dark right now, the sun is still shining. Allow some sunshine to come into your life. I'm not talking about the S-U-N sunshine. I'm talking about the S-O-N sunshine. sunshine. Allow Jesus to come into your life. Sometimes we're trying to handle all of this stuff all by ourselves. It's hard enough handling stuff when you got Jesus on your side. Then you're running around trying to handle it and ain't got Jesus. You sure enough messed up. You wondering why you going half crazy. That's because you trying to carry all this stuff and you ain't got no help. You're not the only person in this life who's ever experienced hurt and embarrassment. Get some encouragement and some inspiration from Jesus. Jesus was humiliated. Jesus was embarrassed beyond the wildest imagination. He was mocked. He was tried in court by people that he had come to save from the penalty of their sins. He was subjected to a criminal's execution on a Roman cross. Yet, while he was hanging on the cross, he set aside his idealistic thinking. He wasn't consumed with the ideal that his prosecutors or his persecutors would change right then. He admitted that he was hurting. Yet, he was able to cry out to his Father and say, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. Can you do what Jesus did? Can you do what Jesus did? Can you forgive those who've done you wrong? How do you do that? We know that we're not Jesus. I may be getting more like him every day, but I ain't got like him yet. While we may not be just like him, we can, watch this thing, we can make a decision to change. Start right now by making a decision to forgive the person or persons who did you wrong. It won't be easy, but you got to work at it. Start your own personal healing by forgiving those who've hurt you. You won't automatically forget the wrong done to you. You won't immediately forget the wrong done to you. But you can move beyond that wrong. Don't park in that mishap. Don't park in that mess that tried to cripple your life. Move beyond it. Because I'm going to let you know something else. If you stay in it, don't try to move beyond it. You're just as guilty of sin as the person who did it to you. Well, I'm the one got hurt. Yeah, but if you don't try to let Jesus heal you, and you keep on wallowing in that hurt, and keep on talking about what somebody did to you, and don't make attempts to put it behind you, you're just as guilty of sin as the person that did it to you, because you're not realizing, recognizing, grabbing hold to what God is offering to you. I'm telling y'all, sin is not limited to drinking, gambling, and whoring around. In fact, those are probably some of the least of the sins. You can get over a drunk. Whoring around ain't gonna last but a couple minutes at a time. You lose your money, you're through gambling. But we hold on to hurts and pain so long that we cannot enter into decent relationships with other people. That's sin, my brothers and my sisters. I preached too long. It's time to go. didn't shout, did you? The invitation